150、175の馬力帯で
When we decided to design a new motor for the 150-175 segment, we began experimenting with a conventional small block design. We quickly discovered that was not the way to go. A small block did not give us what we were looking for. It could not outperform a similar two-stroke motor, and that was simply unacceptable to Suzuki. We needed to try something new. We needed to be bold in our approach and apply fresh thinking to the problem. So we started with a clean sheet of paper. We turned our attention to building an all-new big block 150-175. No one had ever built a bigger block motor in this category, but for us, it seemed to be the only way to make a major leap in performance. And we were right. With the big block, we unleashed a whole new level of power. We got the great low and mid-range torque we wanted. Torque no small block motor can deliver. Torque that translates into faster time to plane with quicker acceleration and incredible hole shots. It lets you pull a larger gear reduction ratio and bigger prop. And we are confident that our new 150-175 outboards meet and exceed the expectations of our customers. Our DF150 and 175 have the biggest block in the four-stroke, four-cylinder category in their class. And if you do your homework, if you run the tests, if you care about performance, it's the only way to go. In this category, if it's not a big block, it's not a big deal.
と自負しております。
Suzuki is the only manufacturer to offer a big block motor in the 150-175 class. And like any true boater and fisherman will tell you, bigger is better. And this is not just another 150-175 motor. It's unique in a couple of ways. First of all, it's got the largest displacement of any motor in its class. Why? Because Suzuki simply could not get the performance you have come to expect from a smaller displacement block. Also, Suzuki wanted world-class leading performance. As you've heard Suzuki say before, there's no replacement for displacement. The second reason this motor is so unique is that it brings the highly advanced technology you normally find only on the big blocks. Some of this sophisticated technology has a proven, reliable track record. However, this is the very first time it's been applied to a 150-175 motor. When we decided to produce this motor, we started with a clean sheet of paper. The block is an all-new inline four-cylinder design. It not only offers the biggest displacement in its class, it's also the lightest motor among the competition. It weighs in at just 465 pounds. Now that's light. Big displacement and lightweight. It all adds up to the best power-to-weight ratio in its class. And the best power-to-weight ratio translates into the best performance available today. These new motors use an offset drive shaft which lowers the engine profile and moves the center of gravity forward on the transom for better balance. They are available in 20 and 25-inch shaft lengths, so they're perfect for a wide range of transoms on all kinds of boats. Both the 150 and 175 employ dual overhead cams and 4 valves per cylinder. You may remember when Suzuki introduced variable valve timing on their V6 motors. VVT improves volumetric efficiency and allows the engine to breathe better even at high RPM. And now Suzuki has more great news. The new DF150A also features Suzuki's variable valve timing. This system continually adjusts the intake cam phasing to maximize low and mid-range torque. It also offers the added benefits of increasing fuel economy and reducing emissions. Both the DF150 and 175 use forged pistons. Why? Because they're stronger and 10% lighter than cast aluminum pistons. That lighter weight means the engine revs faster and is more responsive to the throttle. A sophisticated counterbalancing system is chain-driven off the crankshaft and mounted to the front of the engine block. This cancels out the horizontal vibration caused by the pistons cycling during engine operation. It plays a large part in the remarkably smooth performance of these engines. A three-piece composite intake manifold reduces weight and provides an efficient and highly controlled path for the fresh incoming air. This, in conjunction with the exclusive Suzuki spherical downdraft throttle body, provides superior low-speed control and throttle response. Multi-stage induction acts like the secondaries in a high-performance four-barrel carburetor. Hit the throttle and bam, there's an instant blast of power right when you want it. But don't let the reference to the four-barrel carburetor confuse you. These engines employ the most advanced multi-point digital sequential fuel injection available. EFI balances outstanding performance and great throttle response with good fuel economy and low emissions. Speaking of fuel and performance, these new motors use a fuel cooler. Water flows through the cooler to lower the temperature of the fuel before it reaches the engine. The cooler the fuel, the higher the density, and the higher the density, the higher the power output. The high-output 40-amp alternator also features a water-cooled regulator. As you know, high-output charging systems generate a lot of heat, and heat is the primary cause of charging system failure. Water cooling reduces the heat and adds to the reliability and longevity of the system. And both the DF150 and 175 come standard with a battery isolator system. This means you can drain your accessory battery down, running your trolling motor or depth finder while still maintaining a fully charged cranking battery. Then, when you start the motor, it will sense the low charge in the accessory battery and bring it back up to a full charge. The intake air system is designed into the rear of the cowling. It has a two-stage water separation feature to keep water out of the motor. Another really unique feature, and a Suzuki first, is the thrust mounting system. The mounts come into play at approximately 2,000 RPM and above to smooth the power transition and help reduce vibration at higher speeds. Low RPM or high, these are the smoothest motors you'll ever experience. Both the DF150 and 175 use a versatile gear case with a 2.5-to-1 final drive. The gear case itself is well proven and highly durable for an added level of strength and reliability. That gear ratio is the lowest in the class and enables the motor to swing larger diameter, bigger pitch props than the competition. And that means quicker acceleration and outstanding hole shots. These new engines are available in counter-rotation models for dual applications. And when the day's done, not one but two freshwater flush locations are available to make maintenance a whole lot easier. This is another first for Suzuki. Obviously, all of this adds up to some real competitive advantages. What you see here is a dramatically new benchmark in the 150-175 category. These motors offer the biggest displacement, the most horsepower, the lightest weight, the best power-to-weight ratio, the most advanced technology, and far and away, the best performance in their class. Suzuki Big Block.